Well, welcome to episode 11 of The Drive Home. We just saw the hardest name in the world. It is the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
You got it.
And as usual, we will read just a smattering of comments from our multitude taco of users.
Mm-hmm.
How many are we up to?
I think we're in the mid 300s now.
So should our golden be 50 every week, maybe 100 every week? That seems to be what we're averaging.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. We should introduce ourselves. I'm Jason.
I'm David.
I'm Jose.
I'm Matt/Taco.
I'm Maeve.
And you may be wondering who this is. Maeve was one of our first 30 subscribers and slipped in our DMs and wanted to come on the pod.
Begged. This is huge. This is a huge
This is
opportunity for me.
First guest.
Am I really?
Mm-hmm.
So keep tuning in, folks. You could be next.
Yeah. But remember, we do not pay for your ticket.
Yeah.
Or your refreshments.
No.
Or your airfare or any travel expenses related to this experience.
We actually send you a Venmo request
For gas.
upwards of $2,000 to $3,000.
Yes.
So get
I'm
excited.
gonna be broke after this.
Yeah.
This cost me $20,000.
But the experience,
For the experience, worth it.
priceless.
Oh yeah, the experience prices exactly.
So we should mention that Michael and Todd are on special assignment this week in LA.
Yeah.
And we'll break into the vault and read our user comments, and then David will give us a quick synopsis of the movie. David?
Should I send the comments to the back? Are there three?
No, there's
three. All right. First comment is from @PAbdul. She says, or he said, I don't know, P. Abdul.
Cold-hearted snake.
I've seen all 10 episodes and I haven't heard any of my music. Straight up now tell me, when are you covering my music, bitches? Wow.
What's your language?
It's a
Be a
cold-hearted snake.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. 2 steps
Forever
forward.
your girl, maybe not.
One step back. I guess opposites don't attract there.
one of my favorite videos, I think, in the world on YouTube is when she falls off the stage. It is. I watch that over and over and over again. It makes me happy for some reason.
I mean, Matt and I watched a compilation recently of celebrities falling
Yeah.
off the stage.
It is funny, isn't it?
Funny.
Madonna falling off the stage.
I don't
There's
understand.
Is that the one we watched? Yeah.
There's one of Demi Lovato from 10 years ago, and she doesn't fall off the stage, but she falls in the funniest way. And I watched it about 20 times, and I showed my mom, and she still brings it up. 10 years later, mom's like, who's that girl who fell really funny?
Demi.
Demi.
Keeps falling, keeps getting back up. That wasn't a comment. Okay. Comment number 2 is from @nkidman.
Oh.
And this subscriber says, I've got your back, boys. I've sent a strongly worded fax to AMC about theater number 14 at New City Theaters.
I'm sure that will
Also,
to corporate.
loved your Nicole merch, XOXO.
Aw.
Nicole.
Oh.
I loved you and the others.
So this is related to our last episode where we had a terrible experience in Theater 14 at AMC. Sound cutting in and out. So we asked Nicole to back us up, and
she heard
it
you.
appears
She's got her fax
she did.
machine.
I didn't know she faxes.
But I don't think AMC has responded to your email yet, Jason.
They have not.
So just wanted that.
But maybe they
out
reply
there.
to faxes.
Maybe I should fax
Yeah,
them.
Nicole
try it
would
out.
know.
Okay. Our last comment comes from @HThomas. Says, I do not look like Janice from the Muppets, Jose. If I ever see you, I'll scratch your eyes out. What is this referring to?
It looks like Heather Thomas from the Fall Guy.
Yeah, the woman in the final cameo.
Oh.
First of all, I feel very attacked.
You're about to be attacked.
Second of all, Janice, come at me, girl. I got you.
Well,
She clearly didn't see the last episode where everyone said I would win in a fight.
that's true. The episode before that, yeah.
That's true. You keep rolling
So-
down that window.
So,
Oh.
well, thanks to all of our commenters and subscribers, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll play the intro, and then David will give us a quick synopsis of the movie.
What if it turned out I was
So we saw the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Say that 5 times
That's
fast.
30 seconds. That's it.
It's so bad.
Time's up.
It was an action comedy, I think, starring Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson, and it is about, I think, Operation Postmaster in World War II, where these guys had to blow up a ship that would fuel the German U-boats so that the Americans could get to Germany to help in the war. #history. And I think that's the best I can summarize it. There's a lot of mechanisms to the plot beyond that, but that's
so
the overarching
impressed.
theme. I only know it was called Operation Postmaster because of the title cards at the end. I didn't know what they were talking about the entire
It was so
movie.
concise, though. If somebody asked me what this movie is about, I'd be like, war.
There was
Like
a
Churchill
lot
said
of killing.
something. Churchill told somebody to do something, and there was like some girl who sang poorly.
Yeah, it was a little confusing, but I think I got the gist of it.
Yeah.
The overarching mission.
Well, now I get the gist. I didn't get it during the movie.
Yeah, it turns out I did not see this coming. Hitler was the bad guy the whole time.
Spoiler alert.
Plot twist.
Plot twist, they lose.
Should
You
we give our
never see it
rating?
coming.
Well, thank you, David.
Yes.
Then on the count of 3, why don't we give our rating for this movie? Thumbs up, thumbs down, or thumbs sideways. You guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I was kind of going in between medium and bad, but
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
I'm
Sideways.
thumbs down.
Jason, you liked it. I didn't
I'm
think
like-
you liked it.
I did enjoy
did
it.
you
yeah.
do thumbs up?
I did thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Do you want to
gosh.
maybe start with
Yeah.
your thumbs up, Jason?
Yeah. I mean, it was just like it was a silly kind of. I don't know. It was. I don't know how a war movie could be fun, but it was kind of funny. Like I liked the cast.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of like ragtag people that didn't obey rules, and that's what they needed. And it was,
That's true.
I would say, loosely based on a true story, probably. And I enjoyed it. It was just a fun war movie somehow. So
I mean,
Dave and I were like whispering about it in the back. I felt like it was like, I like the concept of it. I like the idea of like a ragtag group of kids save the world. Like, I like that idea, but like, it wasn't funny enough. It was like trying to be so many things, and it wasn't enough of one thing to like. I don't know. I felt like, what were we saying? It was like Inglourious Bastards, trying to be Inglourious Bastards and trying to be like Wes Anderson, but kind of just missing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And it was
it was-
too much. There were too many plot lines where it was like this ragtag group of guys.
A
If
lot
we
of
focused
little
on them more and their relationship between them more, I think it would be
diversions
more
from
fun.
the main plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought some of the acting was a little hokey.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Really?
of the dialogue were some of the lines were kind of funny, but maybe they were intended to be. But I think that's where it went a little awry for me, is because I wasn't sure if they like intended the line to be funny or if it actually like if it fell flat. I just couldn't figure
It was
out.
like high school play at certain points.
Yeah, but I was definitely entertained the whole time. I certainly was into it. I liked the action sequences. Guy Ritchie
Yes.
knows how to stage a good action sequence,
Yes.
and I appreciated that. But some of the other elements were not fully gelling for me.
What are your thoughts, Jose?
I wish, because I was surprised it was Guy Ritchie, I wanted it to be a little more. I wanted there to be a little more movement. There was some slow parts that I didn't really think needed to be there. And I know in the past I've said, for example, Civil War episode, those of you that are watching, I liked the slower, but it was very balanced. This didn't seem as balanced. I wanted it to be more Guy Ritchie, like a little punkier, a little in your face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gave it a thumbs down. And the reason why is I had no idea what the F was going on. the entire time in the movie.
Really?
We'll talk about our AMC experience, but there were some things around me that was really distracting me.
What? Your friend, the people in this car?
No.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later, but also, I mean, yeah, the killing was like cool, but the funny it just like didn't hit for me.
Got it.
Feeling was cool.
Yeah, that's it. Didn't enjoy.
At all.
I had no idea what was going on the entire
I really, when David said the synopsis, I was like, oh, that happened?
You're
Like-
See, I feel like they spelled out the plot like 25 times.
They did talk
And
about.
so the fact that
yeah.
you're like, I had no idea
Nope.
what's going on. I'm like, they talked about the plot. They wouldn't shut up.
One-
about the plot.
One thing that bugged me was what Matt said about Civil War previously, but in this one, like, they just walked onto like that Nazi camp and no one shot them.
Yes,
And
it was
they took out
crazy.
like the 5 of them took out like 40 guys. It was so implausible.
They're running through the bushes and the bushes are shaking, and I'm like, they would have seen you.
Yeah, and like they would have been dead. And like in Civil War, I think it worked somehow. It was a different setup. They were protected by army men, and this one they're just like walking out in broad daylight, like, and somehow not getting shot by an army of 100 Nazis or
Yeah.
See, I liked that part of the movie, like that scene. I just kind of, it was missing a little bit of, like, during that scene, like, let's get some, like a cool soundtrack song in there, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's put, like,
Oh my God.
Smack My Bitch Up while
Yeah.
they're doing that.
All
or
the
some sort of,
the
like,
random drums and just that. I'm like,
I get it.
we're over it.
I get it, but, like, mix in a little bit of, like, pop punk something.
Which,
I
David,
think-
you know I do hate, though. Sometimes when they throw in a really unrealistic song.
Oh, but see, I like it if you're going for like a tongue-in-cheek, like
Yes.
witty movie.
Yes.
Then I think it works, and they could have leaned into that. Like, I honestly, the scene where she sings "Mac the Knife," I actually wish they just kept the song "Mac the Knife" instead of mixing it with the orchestral score. Like, it was weird. It was a weird rendition
Very
of that
Bridgerton,
song.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I just want her to sing the song while they're blowing shit up and have the horns and the trumpets going. You know, it would be like more fun
It
to me.
wasn't smart enough.
And-
I don't know. It's so rude to say.
No, I get it. But also, Maeve, you did say that she was singing poorly. But shout out to my fellow Latina, Isa Gonzalez. Girl, you looked
She looked
Fire.
amazing.
Oh my God, she looks
fire,
so
fire,
good.
fire. I am so proud. She has been doing a lot of movies. A great show on Amazon Prime,
I don't know.
Netflix. Anyways, she's getting work. She's doing her due.
She looked
Come on.
amazing.
The green
She looked
dress.
amazing.
The green dress.
The green dress, period. That was the best part of the movie. That's the only part of the movie that I understood. I understood the assignment on the green dress.
Yeah, she looked amazing. That was rude of me to say she didn't sing well.
No, but yeah, I mean, no. It wasn't.
It just wasn't a good song.
That's.
That
You're
was
right.
the thing where I'm like,
You're right.
It's not like it wasn't like bad singing. It was just like this is
Yeah.
the song. Like it was just weird. The whole thing, that scene was weird.
Jason,
I love
who-
the red lip.
Jason, who was your favorite character?
Well, you know that's one of the issues I do have
Okay.
that Taco and I were talking about was like we really didn't. If we'd really paid attention, we probably would have learned their names. But like,
You're right.
yeah.
Names lost.
you know, I probably, though I'm not a big fan of Henry Cavill overall, I didn't like his Superman at all.
But-
I enjoyed his character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him, and I liked the big guy. I don't know his name
Yeah,
though.
love.
That made Henry Cavill look tiny compared to this guy. Like, I mean, he was huge.
Yeah, speaking of the cast, oh my
Yeah.
God, Henry
Hot
Cavill.
tamales.
Very hot.
Hot tamales.
Oh my God, we've
Hot
seen
tamales.
Hot
after.
tamales.
I mean, I'm
I
gonna
prefer
have to
those
start
than my candy.
bringing a change of underwear to the movies. After Zendaya and Challengers, Ryan Gosling and The
Yes.
Fall Guy, and now Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson,
Wow.
and like Alex Pettyfer, everyone else in this
Yeah.
movie. I'm gonna have to start packing a change of
You
clothes.
should have a rating system of it's like it's 1 diaper, it's 2 diapers, like how hot the movie is.
This,
Well-
how many hot men were in this? It's
I
like
need
5
lots of
It's a
diapers.
diapers.
3 diaper movie.
Well, any more thoughts about the movie before we cover our AMC experience?
It makes me want to research it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love
will
all.
say I was
I love all
inspired.
these movies that come out after all these files are
Yeah, just like recently declassified.
declassified. 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means
Yeah.
they probably put this in development shortly
Right
after.
after.
Yeah,
those,
would have had to have, right?
Yeah. So that was cool. I do want to look it up. I will say I agree with you on these historical movies. Like, I don't catch the names of all the characters, but at least this one, whereas Oppenheimer had too many people I couldn't follow, this one, like, I recognized the main, like, 5 core people.
Yeah.
So
And
I was able
listen,
to
just
follow.
do like the housewives do. Every time someone's
my
comes
God.
on the screen,
Put a
put a little
Honestly,
caption
though.
of their name,
Honestly.
and I would follow it so
Should we
much
start
better.
adding confessionals in.
You know how they kind of
Oh,
like
so
dance on
funny.
the screen right before their scene?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
I'm in-
familiar with that show.
Tagline.
I
I like blowing shit up.
don't even
Yeah.
talk.
Like,
I remember your comment about that last week.
It got
Jason
you
said,
so mad.
I have to tell this to
Yeah,
the
go
people.
for it, bro.
Jason said that if someone tells him on a date that they liked something like the Housewives, they wouldn't be getting a second date.
Yeah, I said that about Jose. If on our first date he's like, I really love the Housewives, I'd be like, oh, there's not going to be a second
And
date.
and first of all, I don't believe him.
Second
I
of
think
all,
that's
I
BS.
don't talk like that.
And,
Yeah.
but most of all, Jose, what did you say in return? You're like, the same. Had
Same.
I said that,
Yeah,
you
same.
were like, there wouldn't have been a second date.
Well, for you
The
viewers,
Ass.
Oh.
Jason is just mad because I once didn't go on a second date with a guy because he was wearing Skechers.
yeah.
Now, help me out, fandom.
Oh.
That's a no-go. That's full stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200
Did they have
or
the
a
wheels?
makeout.
They-
Hell no, because then I wouldn't even gone on that
Worst.
first date. I would
Were
have
they
wheeled
shape-ups?
myself out. God, shape-ups.
those are the worst shoe ever
Worst?
created.
If you're wearing Skechers, you should be in a wheelchair,
Yeah.
essentially.
Oh,
You
but
know?
also my dad wears them and he's so cute
Oh.
with his little
Aw.
sketchies.
My
But I'm
dad
not
had-
dating my
My
dad.
dad wears them too.
I know.
Right? Like they're for the 60+
I know.
community.
Well, let's talk about the AMC experience then.
Woo! Okay, so you had a good one.
Yeah.
Your frozen hamburger pop. And then we, the 3 of us, were sitting next to each other, Jason, Taco, and I, and we were dealing with
Oh yeah.
I
the
saw you
snack attack.
looking over.
The,
What was going on?
He had a giant bag from Target
No.
yeah.
that was stuffed full of what I believe was donuts. I'm unsure. I think that's what he was eating. Who the hell buys?
I thought they were dumplings
Oh.
or little muffins or wow bows or something.
Oh.
No.
And then he had little snack cakes, like those crispy wafer
Yeah, he did
cookies.
have those, but he really enjoyed unwrapping them. So I
But he
think
kept putting the bag up to his face.
Yeah.
Not only unwrapping, but then
It was like smelling the bag.
maybe he's into that thing where you like put a bag over your head, whatever that's called. What is
Auto
that?
asphyxiation.
Yeah, maybe he's into that. But I decided to do the Echo rattle with him, where when he rattles his candy, I took the bag of popcorn and rattled it back.
That is.
And did he notice?
No.
no,
Wow.
he just kept going.
was
He was
clued.
oblivious to all of it.
Me too.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
too busy.
I
clueless
was
to
too busy
everything.
Gullet.
drooling over Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That
was
was-
loud, but otherwise, with the other 2 people were quiet in the theater.
Yeah.
Literally.
Not
It was
many
us
people.
Yeah.
And 4 other people.
Yeah.
I was a little noisy,
Wow.
I think, with some of my candy.
I thought you were doing it like I was, just shaking it back.
Well, I was
No.
not in the beginning. I wasn't. I was loud in the beginning,
was
but then
loud.
once he started, I was shaking. A little.
Okay. But we should, before we end our episode, we should probably thank our sponsor.
That's true.
Assurance Male Diapers is our
How
sponsor this year.
Perfect.
They picked up on the fact that Taco said he needed a diaper change last week and wanted to sponsor us.
She's
we,
moist.
We couldn't get Depends, but we got the shitty version of
Gosh,
men's
I
diapers.
needed the shipment sooner for tonight's movie.
I know. When does
Could've
that
used the
shipment
box.
coming in?
Yeah, and they're the pull-up type, not the kind that
Now, do those have like an like a little
They're like
tape
pull-
thing you can tighten them?
No, these are the ones that you
Yeah.
just.
They're not like baby diapers. You pull them up. Like
I don't have any experience with that, so I
Yes,
wouldn't
are they-
know. But I was just
Or
wondering.
Velcro, drawstring.
No, I think they're pull-up.
Okay.
Drawstring.
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 Hey,
Like a
sharks.
corset type.
Hey, sharks.
Hey, sharks.
Well, anyway,
Oh.
Hey,
special
sharks.
thanks to our sponsor. We're grateful for your sponsorship.
Yes.
Yeah, and next
And
time you're
so
watching
nice.
Avatar, I'll bring some of those.
Yeah, next
Yeah,
time we go.
Kingdom
Nice
of
long
the Planet
movie.
of the Apes.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
my diaper ready.
Well, we're home.
Taco,
Yes.
would you like to sing us out?
Well, I do. I'm losing my voice a little, so I don't want the followers to, think this is my normal.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah, of
auto-tune
course
you.
not. Yeah.
Thank you.
Should we bow
I'm
our
wearing
heads?
my Britney shirt.
We'll fix it in post.
Should we bow our heads?
Yes.
Nice. It's raining man. Hallelujah. It's raining man. Amen. It's raining man.
Tall, dark, bow, bow.
It's raining man.
Okay.
Thank you, Taco. That was
Okay.
powerful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, nicely done.
And thank you for being our first ever guest.
Subscriber
Yeah.
number 22, maybe?
I'm subscribers number
You too
22
could be
through
here.
320.
Like and subscribe.